building a dream.
This is my first time up here in Irving, and it's already welcoming me and my family.
A veteran and his family get the surprise news they will be the next to receive a mortgage-free home in Irving. See all of the touching moments. Staying ready.
We are constantly training, and that's what's similar with the fire department as well.
Irving lifeguards and firefighters work to refine their skills to make sure they are ready when needed the most. Plus, the Irving residents honored for making a difference, and what you should know about Irving's outdoor warning system now on City Source. An annual event draws attention to the issue of domestic violence. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We will have a preview of Illuminate Irving in a few minutes, but we begin with the surprise of a lifetime for a veteran and his family. It came from the nonprofit Operation Finally Home and its partners. We got to see how everything came together to make this memorable moment.
Begin driving.
Army veteran Samasoni Lalea and his family traveled from Alaska to Irving.
So this is all Irving?
Yes, sir.
For an interview with Operation Finally Home, a nonprofit providing homes to injured veterans.
Last night, he told me this interview. I didn't sleep.
And I was telling him, make sure you say the right thing, please.
Probably 2 minutes.
A look around them soon reveals there is more to the story.
We like to say we don't lie, we embellish the truth a little bit.
What's going on
Lights, sirens, and motorcycles surround them.
here? Are we in trouble?
I gotta come clean with you.
What? What's up?
This is all for
Turn
you guys.
left.
Say what?
You passed the interview.
The Laleas will receive a new mortgage-free home from Operation Finally Home and its partners.
Hi, I'm Rick Stouffer. I'm the mayor here. Welcome to our city.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Very much appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
I'll make it out of you.
You betcha. You betcha.
Feel overwhelming. Just overwhelming. I'm so grateful and thankful for all this.
This is our ever first home. We had never lived off base since our whole military career. We never owned a home.
What a great day in Irving, Texas. Yeah. It's a great day when we can do something for someone who's done so much for us and for our country.
Army Sergeant First Class Sam Lalea served for more than 20 years, including 3 deployments to Iraq. He earned 2 Purple Hearts after sustaining injuries that still affect him.
Broke all over. The knees kind of go where they want to go. You just got to hold them together.
You have great neighbors. They're sitting right here.
Irving's previous Operation Finally Home recipients turned out to offer a welcome.
It's bigger than just receiving a home. 5 years ago, my groundbreaking ceremony happened.
But it was such a blur, and it comes back like periodically where I'll just be sitting in the house and be thinking about things and be like, oh my God, that really happened.
Welcome to the city of Irving. It is the best city here in all of DFW. So welcome. We love you already.
This is our 3rd home that we've done with Operation Finally Home. It's a great organization, and we have another one that we'll be working on as a 4th.
What a special partnership it is between Operation Finally Home and Irving, Texas. There's not a partnership like this anywhere in the country.
Municipalities just generally don't do what the city of Irving has done, where you're actually donating lots for us to be able to honor veterans and first responders.
Be eating barbecue all the time. He loves to cook. All the island food here. We love to cook. Everybody can, welcome to come here at our house.
I can already feel the relaxing. Everything's friendly over here. This is the kind of neighborhood I want.
Yeah, once you guys get here, we'll drive around, look at some stuff, go to the Toyota Music Factory.
They will have the support of neighbors and a grateful community, showing their appreciation for military service through Operation Finally Home.
3.
Thank you, Irving, for welcoming me and my family.
Such a great story to be able to tell. And partners in this latest project include the City of Irving, the Dallas Builders Association, Garvey Homes, and NEC. We will keep you updated on all of the major steps as this home is built. Irving has 26 outdoor warning sirens throughout the city. During this National Preparedness Month, we invited Irving's Emergency Management Coordinator to explain how they are used. And let's talk briefly about the outdoor warning system.
Okay.
It can be sounded not only for severe weather, but in some other cases as well, correct?
Absolutely. So a lot of people call them tornado sirens. Well, they're not actually just tornado sirens. They're outdoor warning sirens. So what they're designed to do, if you're outside, you hear them going off for whatever reason, you go indoors and seek further information, whether that's from the city website, the news media, radio, as to why they're going off. So normally we do use them for severe weather. So that's going to be for if there's a confirmed sighting of a tornado by a reliable source like a police officer, firefighter, the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning, straight line winds 70 miles per hour plus, or hail that's 1.5 inches in diameter or greater. But we also sound our outdoor warning system if we have like a civil disturbance where we needed to warn residents to go inside and seek shelter, or like a hazmat incident if we had a train derail or a hazmat truck on 183 Loop 12 that turned over that had some really bad stuff in there where it's not safe for you to be outside breathing it in. We would sound them with the hope that residents would go inside and seek further information.
The Office of Emergency Management tests those sirens monthly. The city also has a phone notification system called iAlert. Register and learn more at cityofirving.org/iAlert. We see a lot of city employees preparing for what could happen. Training is ongoing throughout a number of departments. Irving firefighters and lifeguards are working together to make sure they are ready for medical emergencies. And we got a look at their preparation in action at the West Irving Aquatic Center. Both Irving firefighters and lifeguards spend a lot of time training. Now they're doing it together. Imagine this scenario. Someone rides the tall water slide at the West Irving Aquatic Center. He goes all the way down and somehow gets injured.
All right, on 3, we're gonna lift up. 1, 2, 3. Step in, stepping out.
Lifeguards would be the first to respond.
Lowering gently.
They would call 911, then firefighters would move in.
Perfect. We are all one safety team, so getting familiar with each team and how we work well together and communicate is extremely important.
We want training to be seamless. That way, when in real world scenarios, we know what to expect from the lifeguards and they know what to expect from us.
You grab where her arms are, right here.
In another scenario, they respond to a simulated spinal injury.
It's important because, well, we both learn from each other.
So just getting smoother and quicker in our saves and rescues.
Everyone involved sees the value of this training. Although real emergencies at aquatic centers are rare, they do happen.
I'm always on my toes on this job because I don't know what's going to happen today.
I've done a personal cardiac arrest save. It was absolutely amazing getting to do that. I knew exactly what I was doing, and then they came over and knew exactly what they were doing. When you are at the same pace and the same tempo, it's just smoother and efficient.
Successful outcomes are the result of practice and relationships they develop.
Ultimately, the training is designed so that we work kind of like a zipper. You know, we fill in where they are going to be bringing a patient to us, and we inform them, hey, this is what we're going to be bringing with us.
We are here to serve the citizens of Irving, and anybody who comes to visit the city, they know that they're going to get the best experience if something unfortunate happens and we respond to an emergency. We know that we're going to work well together.
All right, shove them up on the board.
It's a renewed focus on integrated training to make sure they are all ready to respond when the need is urgent. Yeah, and along with that, we have a reminder that the City of Irving is moving forward with some bold plans for aquatics and recreation. Learn more at cityofirving.org/playirving. The City of Irving will go back to twice-a-week manual trash collection on Monday, December 4th. City leadership is working to balance the desires of residents with the wellness of Solid Waste Services collection crew members. Along with twice-a-week trash collection, recycling as well as brush and bulky materials will be picked up once a week. The change will require the city to hire an additional 21 collections employees. A rate increase is needed to fund those additional positions and provide a wage increase for employees. Updates will be available at cityofirving.org/SWS, and we will also keep you informed right here on City Source. As Irving works to hire more employees, the city manager increased the hiring incentive from $3,000 to $5,000 for certain positions. There are openings in animal services, solid waste services, as I mentioned, police, and more. The incentive is available through September 30th. See a list of all current openings at cityofirving.org/jobs. A moving ceremony to draw attention to a disturbing crime is coming up on October 17th. Illuminate Irving marks Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Heather Koval is Victim Services Manager at the Irving Family Advocacy Center, which is part of the police department. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we want to talk about your event in just a moment, but whenever you come in, I always like to check in with you on trends you're seeing. And one involves social media. Please explain.
Absolutely. Well, technology has been an ongoing challenge for victims of domestic violence to get safe and to be safe from their abuser. And social media is an ever-evolving field. And so we're constantly having to look at new and innovative ways to help victims be and stay safe with social media. Abusers are posting things on social media to try to control victims. They're utilizing social media apps to track victims. So all of those kinds of things are continuing concern for victims of domestic violence.
So I guess the advice would be just be very careful about what you post, when you post, how you post.
Absolutely. Who has access to that? Who can see it? You never know who an abuser might contact in order to find out what you're posting or where you're at or what you're doing. So sometimes individuals that you think may be friends, they're not aware of the safety concerns involved in your particular situation, and they might unknowingly reveal information that could place you in danger.
And drawing attention to all of these issues is the idea behind Illuminate Irving, putting a light on this crime that people are sometimes hesitant to talk about. And one of the moving parts of this ceremony is always the lantern ceremony. Tell me about that.
So we wanted to do something to honor those who have suffered an atrocity, which domestic violence is just that. It's a terrifying situation for so many. We learned about the ceremony that the Japanese do called Toro Nagashi, and it is a ceremony to recognize atrocities that have happened, but also a process of healing and letting go of that situation. And so it's just a beautiful way for victims and for survivors to recognize what has happened, but also to start to instill hope that there is a future and that there are options and resources available for victims.
You mentioned victims and survivors, but I've been to this event a number of times. You also see people in the community who just want to show support and write inspiring messages on those lanterns.
Absolutely. We have some people attend who they don't know anyone who has been a domestic violence victim or survivor, but they are impacted by the knowledge of what happens, and so they want to show support and encouragement for victims and survivors. It's a beautiful ceremony, but the reality is, with 1 in 3 women and 1 in 7 men being a victim of domestic violence, it's highly likely that we all know someone who has been through domestic violence at some point in time in their lives.
And of course, there are booths, exhibitors, where people can learn more about the various resources available throughout the year. And at the Family Advocacy Center specifically, what resources can you provide year-round?
So our program through the Victim Services Unit, we work with victims to make sure those immediate needs get taken care of. For a lot of our victims, they don't have a safe place to stay. They don't have financial support. They may need medical assistance. So we make sure to start linking them with those immediate resources and helping them develop a really robust safety plan so that they can know what their options are to be and stay safe, whether that's getting a protective order or seeking a divorce or whatever options they may want to pursue. And then we also offer free ongoing counseling services at the Advocacy Center. So that's a wonderful option. You know, domestic violence doesn't just affect the victim, it also affects their children and other individuals in the family. So our Family Advocacy Center provides those services at no charge.
Heather Koval with the Irving Police Department's Family Advocacy Center. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
And Illuminate Irving is coming up on October 17th at 6:30 p.m. surrounding Millennium Fountain. At its annual awards ceremony, Keep Irving Beautiful honors people and groups making a positive impact. Recently retired ICTN anchor Kathy Whiteman returned as host for the 12th year, and we were there to cover the event.
The This is our annual Mayor and Keep Irving Beautiful Award ceremony, and it's our opportunity to say thank you to not only our award winners, but our community at large.
Our first award is for the Nimitz chapter of DECA.
More and more there's people that are volunteering in their community, and anytime we have an opportunity to bring them together and recognize them for what they do, I think it's extremely important.
Most of us that volunteer within this organization don't do it for the spotlight, so that makes it even a little bit more important.
Our next award is for business and industry, and the winner is Federal Home Loan Bank of Dallas.
We have so many people in the city that care so deeply about, bringing out the best in Irving and really showcasing everything that it could be and everything that it is.
Hometown Award winner Fatima Kadish.
A certain motivation that is just driven by wanting to help others and be a positive part of the community, and wanting nothing in return. So that's what I see in the community around me, and that's what I strive for as well.
The Margie Stipes Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Kay Ranch.
It's just who I am. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why people like us are like this, but we are. And I can't just stop and sit at home and do nothing if there's somebody out there that I can do work for.
The Faith Groups Award goes to Nueva Vida International Church.
I'm just always impressed with the people that volunteer and donate their time with Keep Irving Beautiful, and the corporations that really think that this is something they really enjoy doing.
And if we're doing that together, we're going to make Irving a better place to live for all of our citizens.
I call it the Irving spirit. I'm glad that we're a part of that.
I think it just says that we have a lot of really wonderful citizens living in this city. That just speaks volumes for just the residents that live here.
On a related note, KIB's 32nd annual Trash Bash is just days away. It will be on Saturday, September 23rd at TW Richardson Grove Park. KIB will provide supplies and lunch. And along with the cleanup, participants have a chance to visit several exhibits and take on some fun activities. Learn more at cityofirving.org/KIB. That's a quick look and listen at some of the fun from last year's Music on Main. This year's series is about to kick off at Heritage Park with a diverse roster of acts taking the stage each Friday night in October. On October 6th, it's the classic rock sounds of Ashmore. On October 13th, it's Don Lewis performing Texas Country. October 20th is Rock and Roll with the Vinyl Stripes. And the series wraps up on October 27th with the Tejano group, Squeezebox Bandits. All shows start at 7 p.m. Organizers say you may want to grab dinner from one of the on-site vendors or one of the restaurants in the Heritage District. More details are at irvingevents.org. More Friday night fun now. Hundreds of football fans are joining our live streams of the Irving ISD Game of the Week, and there are a few more games ahead. You see the schedule on your screen right now. They will be streamed live on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/thecityofirving. All games are scheduled to start at 7 p.m. A pilot project is aimed at giving Irving residents a smoother ride on the roads. Next time on City Source, we will show you what the city is working to accomplish through this work with an Irving-based company. Plus, we will have coverage of the Golden Sneaker Games and show you all of the fun of this annual event offered through the Heritage Senior Center. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/thecityofirving. We are always adding new content, so it's a good idea to subscribe and hit that like button on the videos you watch and leave us some positive comments. Show us some love. And look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.